Good evening, everybody. Welcome back to Dougie Be Fishing. And tonight, we ain't going to be fishing, we're going to be gigging. So, something I used to do as a kid. I still like to do it. It's fun to just go out there from time to time, stab a few flounders. So, that's what we're going to be getting into. If you like this type of content, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Really helps out the channel, helps me grow. All the good stuff that every YouTuber tells you to do all the time. So, thanks, y'all. But all we have is a light, a backpack, and a gig. So let's get out there, and I'll meet you out at the fishing spot. Look right there. There's a big old crab right there. See him? That's all we've seen so far. That and stingrays. Alright guys, this is what we're looking for right here. Y'all can sit there and take the light off of it a little bit. There's a little flounder right here. He's much too small. Watch, I'll tap his tail and he'll take off for y'all. Watch. There you go. That's what we're looking for. Just a lot bigger. That's the first one I've seen. Usually where there's one, there's multiple. Hopefully we can find some with some size to them. Got another one right here. Y'all can see him. Another little baby. There he goes. Look at him. There he goes. Alright, well, that's two in the last 10 minutes. I just need some bigger ones. So all I do is I have this light and I have this gig right here, right? So all I'm doing is just walking through and I'm rotating my wrist in and out, shining the light on the bottom, and all I'm doing is looking for a pair of eyes and something that's shaped like an arrow, or it looks like a flounder, or you're looking for prints also where a flounder used to lay and they're not laying anymore. Alright, so all I try to do is I try to stay in at least knee deep or underwater, and I just rotate my arm back and forth just like this, and I'm looking for eyes, and I'm looking for something that's shaped like an arrow on the bottom. Sometimes they're really hard to see, and sometimes they're pretty easy to see. Sometimes you'll see their whole back on the bottom and you can really see them quite easy, and sometimes all you see is a pair of eyes. But anything structure, like there's a piece of wood right there, rocks, stuff like that, that's going to give you a good area. See, like right here in front of me, that looks like a flounder print right there, and if it was, it might be a keeper. So we're going to kind of look through the area a little slower than what we normally do, just to see if he's still hanging around. And usually whatever direction that the print is pointing in is the direction that they're going. It's pretty easy. You just kind of follow the footprints, flounder footprints. So yeah, looking for something to eat. I've only seen two little ones so far. Alright, we got a bigger flounder right here. I think he's going to be the size we need. So all I'm going to do is stick this thing in the water right here, right behind the head, and one quick stab, just like that. And that's how we get them. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go down into the water, put my hand underneath the spikes so I can get them. Let me roll my sleeve up. I'm pinching him right here. Now I'm going to flip him upside down. He is 14 and a half. He is a keeper, like I thought. I wouldn't have stabbed him if I didn't think he was a keeper. So if y'all can see, that's what my light's doing right now. I don't understand why this is like this. I thought I charged the battery all the way up. Just gonna make it hard because I feel like I'm at a techno rave, and it's kind of making it hard to see. But we'll walk for a little bit, see if we can get us another one. Hopefully we can at least get 2. Alright, so y'all can see what this looks like. It's pretty hard to see because it's not the continuous light. There's a crab right there. All these crabs got barnacles on their shells, man. So the way I got to do this now, until I get frustrated and leave and go home, because this is really quite annoying, is I have to look toward the edges of this light so I can see, because it's flickering. So it's really messing me up right now, and I don't want to step on a stingray because I've already seen 1,000 of them. Look, there's another crab right there. See, you barely even see them swimming away because the damn thing's flickering so bad. But yeah, I found those 2 small flounder, and they had a bigger one around, and usually they smell each other, so they kind of like all hang out together, and that's how you could usually find them. Usually when you find one, you find multiple. I have other videos online explaining like what flounder like to do and stuff like that, but I just came out here, try to film a video for y'all, especially if it's your first time gigging. You know, I like to give you all the information in one video. So that's basically what it is. I'm just trying to show the people that don't know how to do it, how to do it. So like I said, all I do, roll the arm just like this. Learn this from my buddy George down there in South Louisiana. I've been gigging for a long time, and sometimes you have really good nights, and sometimes you don't have such good nights. Sometimes you don't get nothing, you don't even see anything. But back in the day, they used to use lanterns. They'd walk with lanterns, and that's how they would get them. It seems like that would have been the better idea than having this flickering light. But like I said, you know, it could be my battery. I thought I had it charged up all the way, but maybe I didn't. Maybe I never stuck it on a charger after I went fishing. I have no idea. I've been kind of lazy lately, so I only got 1 right now. Seen 3, 2 was too small. 1 was 14.5, 15 inches. They gotta be 14 inches to keep here in Florida. I would go on for a good while if my stuff wasn't messed up. I don't know why it's doing this. This is a brand new light, so it's got to be something to do with the battery. And that's my stomach roaring because I'm freaking starving. Alright, so as y'all can see right here, there's a hole right here, and one of these places you always want to check is in these holes, because it's a natural ambush point for them. So I don't see anything in there. Like I said, y'all, remember, I'm looking for eyes. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for something that looks like an arrow that has eyes. That's just what I look for. Incredibly difficult. And there you go, there's a little pinfish. I've seen croaker, crabs, stingray, flounder. I think I seen either a redfish or speckled trout earlier, a little bit deeper out. But like I said, I like to stand in no deeper than knee-deep water, because they like to come up to the shallows at night. That's why early in the morning, if you're fishing for flounder, you want to try up real shallow, because as the sun gets up, they move off to a little bit deeper water. Now some do say really shallow, but most of them go out to a little bit deeper water because predation. Can't just sit right here in the shallows where everything can see them during the middle of the day. At least that's my thoughts. What y'all think? Why do y'all think they do that? Alright, y'all, well, y'all see it right here. There's a big bunch of rocks, and sure enough, right there, there's a little flounder right there. He kind of took off. So like I said, usually you got 1. Could be more. Oh, I was about to say, oh, there's one. It's the one I already gigged though. Yep, the one I already gigged, he's still right there. Alright y'all, well I wanted to kind of show you a visual representation. I thought I caught it on camera. So, and I'm talking about rolling this. As you're walking through, I turn this like this. All I do is rotate my arm like this so I can see 6 feet out this way, 6 feet out this way. It makes me faster. I'm more efficient with my time that I'm spending out there. And when you're out there fishing, being efficient is what's gonna make you more successful as angler, gigging, or anything that you do in the outdoors. So, so what you're gonna be looking for is different bottom compositions, rocks to sand, sand to mud, grass to sand, depth changes, structure like logs, pieces of cement, jetties, that type of deal. And that's where you're gonna be able to find these fish. So I hope y'all learned something. Put down below if you learned something from this video. It's kind of more of a beginner video, or people that's trying to get into it. People are consistently trying to get into different types of fishing, learn more stuff, and I just figured I'd just put a little bit of knowledge out there for y'all. So I'll check y'all on the next one. Later.